Climate change science, climate change social science, and climate change economics are all full of uncertainties. When communicating with policymakers and the general public, however, researchers rarely focus on the uncertainties for fear that it might undermine their message. This is a problem because our knowledge about uncertainty is a fundamental part of what we know about climate change. To build policies that reflect our values and the risks that we are willing to take, it is essential to understand the information we have regarding both what is known and what is unknown or in some way uncertain. Of course, the existence and seriousness of the threats from human-induced climate change are clear and robust. Where the uncertainties arise are over the questions of detail. Just how much global warming can we expect under some policy targets? How much warming in London or Glasgow? What will be the impacts on infrastructure or crops? And how will that affect the ability of government to provide other social goods? There are two big issues to address. The first is getting a handle on the character of these uncertainties. It's often not the case that we know this but don't know that. Rather, we tend to know something about this and something different about that. It's messy. Most importantly, though, because of the peculiar nature of climate change predictions, which are completely different to weather predictions, it's often not appropriate to describe our uncertainties with probabilities. This is a big problem because experts in finance, insurance, banking, policy, and indeed many areas of research are all familiar with techniques that use probabilities. They are the tools of their trade. So making good policy decisions requires both the development of new techniques and the willingness to use them. The second big issue is that creating robust descriptions of what the future might look like under different sets of policy actions requires us to bring together perspectives from exceptionally diverse disciplines: physics, economics, statistics, philosophy, sociology, psychology, mathematics, and many more. Our research infrastructures are simply not set up to carry out such massively integrated, multidisciplinary evaluations, particularly not in ways directed at answering policy questions. The incentives on individuals in universities and research institutions work against them drawing together a robust, holistic understanding of what we know and what the uncertainties look like in relation to practical decision making. There's a need for a substantial reworking of how the research community provides information to support society in relation to climate change. My research is all about breaking down the barriers between disciplines and communicating the complexity of climate change uncertainties so that we can make better decisions and build a better world.